Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla. Welcome to... No, it's not BedLife. We're going to do a Jar Life today for Friday, October 11th. Jesus Christ. Jar Life for Friday, October 11th, 2019. So just give me a minute to get my tablet open, see if anybody's here. I guess I should also put in my headphones. Do a channel. Jar Life. And Jason Link was first. Welcome, Jason Link. And guys, if you are watching this later or now, please remember to switch on over to live chat. You know, if you're watching it live, it's not such a big deal, but if you're watching this later, for whatever reasons, YouTube literally hides 90% of the chats. On my stream, not everybody's, but on my stream, 90% of the chats are just not shown on a replay if you don't have live chat on. On a lot of other streams that I watch, they seem to show just about all the chats. I don't know why YouTube does those things. I assume something in the YouTube algorithm just decides that, hey, these chats aren't all that important, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I give them too much credit. Just gotta... There we go. Good. Headphones on. Okay. I am so sorry. So we're back. Jason Link was first. Welcome, Jason. Shronmore says, greetings, Birdo Prey 5. Greetings, Shronmore. 40... Nobody.
Just a good old boy.
Nobody. Go away. 47 Yorktown says, hello, Mr. Bird. Welcome, 47 Yorktown. Shronmore says, and greetings to Mama Prey 5 and fellow nerds. Greetings. She's waving. Greetings again. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Shronmore says, and greetings to Sassy. Chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Yes, thank you, Sassy. Sassy's right now has her head on a pillow, and she looks like she is reading Mama Prey 5's Kindle with her. They're both staring at a Kindle. Jason Link says, don't forget to switch to live chat, Birdo Prey. Yes, thank you, Jason, and everybody else. Please switch to live chat. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movie says, Qapla, Qapla, Mr. Londell. I should have switched to live. I should have taken my own advice. And Jason's advice. I chose to live chat on the computer, but not on the tablet. Mark Andy says, oh no, Duke Boys, more evidence. No, I've had that as my ringtone for a long time. Surf Trictronics says, the next short track, The Girl Who Made the Stars. Wonder who that will be. Well, The Girl Who Made the Stars is from the African proverb. I don't know if it's a real proverb, but supposedly African proverb that Michael Burnham talked about last season, about a girl who made the stars, and I assume that's... I doubt Burnham herself is going to be in it, just because I don't think she's really been in any short track, but maybe she will be. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll watch just to see what else have they done to assault canon and defile everything we loved about Star Trek. I gotta say that the short trek took a lot more out of me than I thought. I'm I'm so out of it today. Just every time I think about that short trek, there's just more and more problems. Now, Doomcock put out his review earlier today, and other people have been even bringing up even more problems since I uploaded the rant as its own video. By the way, thank you everybody who's left a comment or liked the rant. The video's doing particularly good for a non-trailer breakdown or something. It's actually got more views already than my Star Trek Discovery fan theory that was up a whole day longer. So thank you. But I mean, it's just so upsetting. What I completely forgot in my rant, and Doomcock reminded me. It didn't even seem worthy of submission to what was going on. That was so bad. In the middle of everything, this bumbling buffoon that they've made Edward out to be, at one point he comes out in his underpants. He's wearing like tidy white. They're not white. They're like blue or something or green. But he's wearing tidy whiteys or tidy greenies in space. He's got his Starfleet shirt on and then just frickin' underwear, and he goes out into the hall like, oh, what's going on? And people don't say, go put on your clothes, man, it's an emergency. They just tell him, oh, there's been a lab breach, and he's like, they leave, and he's like, something like, not my job, or do you need help? Nobody was there to listen to him, so he just went back into his room. The absurdity that the tribbles would multiply without eating. You had to feed tribbles, and then somebody pointed out in my comments, I thank you, and I forget who it was, that yes, Dr. Phlox, 80-something years ago, 70-something years ago in the Star Trek timeline, Dr. Phlox had a tribble on Enterprise, and he said specifically, because I went back to see what it was Hoshi had come down to sickbay, and so he wasn't showing it off, so it's not like a lot of people knew what it was. She had come down to sickbay for whatever reason and happened to see him with the tribble, and he was just using it as food for one of his lizards. And he showed it to Hoshi. She's like, oh, what is that? He says, it's a tribble. He says they're very hard to come by. But they're prolific breeders. And the only thing that keeps them in check on their home planet is their giant lizard population of the planet. And then he feeds the tribble to his lizard. And so we know immediately that tribbles have a home planet. Tribbles do breed fast. Tribbles don't bite, by the way, and you have to feed the tribbles for them to breed. We knew that because that's just basic math. I don't know conservation of mass. I don't know how much simpler that has to get. Things just don't appear out of nowhere. Now, even in Star Trek, there has to be some type of logical reason for it. And the short track basically ignored. They probably didn't even know that a tribble was ever seen in Enterprise, because they retconned or just perverted the canon, or ignored it, more likely, was that now tribbles were a slow breeding species. So, that completely goes against what Dr. Phlox said, was that they were fast breeders. Thank you, Thomas Potts, for a $1.99 super chat. Says, no BedLife unsubbing. I'm sorry, Thomas. I am just not up to BedLife, not up to messing with the camera and all that stuff that goes along with having my face on the screen. I was actually really considering taking the day off and watching a movie or something just to decompress, because I still feel so violated from that short track. It would be funny if it wasn't so sad. Maybe some of you will find it funny. I don't know. But I'm literally sitting here talking with my eyes closed. That is how I only opened them when I heard the noise. Because of Thomas. I'll open them again to read the comments, but it's like I don't want to see the world right now. I don't want to know. I don't want to deal with anything. I don't want to know what's going on. There's no way to erase it. There's no way we can go back to 2 days ago and just prevent that short track from ever being released. It's so upsetting. Okay, eyes open. Eyes open. Yes, Sassy, you tell Daddy. He's got to open his eyes. Holy hell, you are loud, says Kronos. I am so sorry, Kronos. Let me see if I can... Oh, then that's going to be really loud.
Sassy.
Okay. How is that? Sound check. Kronos says, Bird of Prey, please tell me that Mama Prey has a good story to tell.
I gotta think.
She'll think. She'll think. I had one. I thought of one, but of course I forgot. Yeah, Mama Prey also had one. Well, we'll think, Kronos. I'll try and get one in. Mama Prey will try to think.
Come, Sassy.
Why is Bird so loud? He's ranting. I'm just trying to see if the sound is any better. Who's talking politics? I'm sorry. I wasn't talking politics. I don't think I was. Get a sound check. Anyone? Am I still loud? Exceptionally loud? Am I too quiet? Can anybody even hear me? And yes, live chat. I put out that a couple of times, but thank you, Kronos. It doesn't hurt to switch to live chat again. I don't even know. Is anybody listening? I'm still loud. How about now? I was wondering why it looks so loud on the waveform. Okay, the secret number is 52. So once I see 52 put in, I'll know anything after that is after I made an adjustment to the sound. Okay, let me do this. Let me go back, since Mama Prey's outside. Let me redo the mic. Testing. 104. I am the very model of a major modern general. I am something, 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 plant and vegetable. How does that sound? I know. I don't know why. Well, is 52 perfect or is 104 perfect? Please just go mute. You don't want God Save the Queen? Okay, I'm going to assume we're good. Give us a tune, Bird. Need more volume? That sound nothing like Gilbert and Sullivan, but the sound is perfect now, says Shronmore. So, Kronos, am I too low now? Maybe you need to raise your microphone. Or your speakers. Because I gotta be honest, the wave guide on my software is got damn near maxing out every time I speak. So it should be coming through 5x5, and there's a 5x5. Mark Andy says, oops, my volume was suspect. My data point corrupted. Miss Londell says, whatever your mic is set to now is good. But Kronos is saying it's too low. Kronos, everybody else is saying it's good. And my software is also saying it's damn good. Don't worry about me. I always worry about everybody, Kronos. Maybe turn up your speakers a little. Okay, let's go back to the chat to wherever I was, and I'll keep reading. Cinnabon Bunny says alpaca. Oh, by the way, I did speak with Anti-Trekker. He is hoping he will be streaming tonight. He is what's that word? Not confident. No, not confident. Hopeful. I guess hopeful that he will be streaming tonight. He is up in his room where the computer is, sitting in a recliner to hopefully help him with the pain. And he is going to try to stream tonight. Last I spoke to him, which was not long before the stream started. Derek says, Mr. Bird, we have been waiting for you. Thank you, Derek. Jason says, so nothing to do with Ahura, who was Swahili, because of course. Well, of course. Although, if they did recast a younger woman as Ahura, I wouldn't mind it. Although, it depends what they do with the script. I mean, it doesn't matter who they bring back if the writers are incompetent. They can't make it. I mean, even if they brought back William Shatner himself, and even if they brought back William Shatner, and I don't know, whoever else, Chekhov, and Sulu, even if they bring those three guys back to do a short, if the script sucks, it's gonna suck. Just because they're in it, it doesn't save the day, right? They're only half the equation. All hail Doomcock, says Derek. Indeed. Mark, and yesterday was his 2-year anniversary. I didn't even know it at the time. I did my rant. I must have been channeling him. Mark Andy says, hey, my dad would be watching Dukes right now, but they have been dropped harder than the Cosby Show. Yeah, they have, in fact. That's crazy. Surf Trictronics says, lol, the next short will say Cardassians are Romulan cousins. Probably say Cardassians are human cousins, and that they were an offshoot from the Kardashians somehow. That's what they would do. That's what the writers would do. Like, oh, Cardassians? That sounds like Kardashian. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, Kim Kardashian gave birth to the Cardassian people? Yeah, let's write that. That's exactly the type of stuff that they would write. Mike Richards says, I just watched your and Doomcock rants, and I feel compelled to repeat my comment. STD, have you no shame? At long effing last, have you no shame? Indeed. Derek says, all hail Kronos. Kronos says, Qapla, Bird, Mamo Pray, Nerds Pray, and Sassy Pray. They thank you. Sassy is now sleeping, facing the other direction. Jason Ling says, oh, tell us a great tribble hunt and how glorious it was. See, this story actually gives a reason for why the Klingons might have had to go on a great giant tribble hunt, but then it's so ridiculous that again in the starship, when the tribbles were multiplying like crazy, they're like set phasers to stun. Why the hell would you set phasers to stun? If you shot a tribble with a phaser set at stun, you're gonna kill the tribble. Stun is meant to stun a humanoid. It's not meant to stun a little frickin', 4-ounce animal ball of fur. Thank you so much for $1 super chat, John Araki. Unfortunately, you didn't get Dax, but I thank you for the attempt, sir, and the support. I mean, setting them to stun would probably just hurt the animal before it killed them. If they really wanted to get rid of the tribbles, they should have set it to vaporize. And if they couldn't vaporize, at least set it to kill or heavy stun. Something that you knew they were actually trying to kill them. Why the hell would they set it to stun? That doesn't make any sense. If you just stun the tribble, what's it going to stop multiplying? Because they seem to multiply whether they were awake or not. Kronos says, hey, Derek. And yes, we talked about my volume. Derek says, hey, Kronos. Jason says he's ranting. Mr. Londell says, we knew tribbles had a home planet from the original episode. Yes. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Mike doesn't sound right. Thank you. Hopefully it's fixed now. Mark Andy says, libs don't understand logistics like food. I see where the politics came in now. If they had replicators, they don't need to worry about food, which, according to the short track, they had replicators. But if they don't have replicators and they really need to stop a famine on a planet, then, and this guy was a protein expert, that an animal that breeds quickly isn't the worst idea in the world. Yeah, they're furry, but holy shit, so, chickens are feathery. You pluck the feathers before you eat them. Surely they could shave them. Somehow. They would have some technology in the future that I'm sure could shave. There you go, John Rock. Kronos for $5. Kronos got it. Thank you, Kronos, for your $5 donation. Very, very appreciative, and I'm sure John Araki is as well. Yeah, so what is this even a terrible idea? Surf, how does a tribble die by falling off a desk? Did they evolve on a sponge planet? I don't know. Maybe they had, really low gravity, right? Maybe they were on a planet with moon gravity. And so they're not designed to fall from a height. Although they seem to fall just fine in the Trouble with Tribbles. Though most of those were dead. What was the other thing? It was something else. Something else regarding how they were dealing with the tribbles. I don't know. My body is now actively trying to suppress any memory of this short track. Cinnabon also said I was really loud, but hopefully that's been fixed. Jason Link says neither do conservatives, always cutting food stamps. That is somewhat true. Kronos says, was it today supposed to be City Skylines? Yesterday was City Skylines, Kronos. I swapped City Skyline. Tuesday I did Space Engineers. Tuesday's usually City Skylines, so Thursday I did City Skylines, which would usually be whatever game of the week I was most interested in. Now today would usually be a BedLife, but it's a jar life instead because I just didn't want to have to deal with the camera and sitting up straight and all those little things that most people don't think about. But it's a chore for me. Mike Richards says STD writers think Newton was a cookie. Kronos says dang lefties. Well, I mean, I think we can all, I think it's pretty clear that the writer's room of Star Trek is very to the left, but that's mostly because they're Hollywood types and entertainment types. So, yes, but there are plenty of lefties who understand things like food supply, gravity, basic genetics, and science. I mean, that is not right. Being on the left does not make you necessarily stupid. It makes, you know, personally, I would question your political opinions, but they're your opinions, and there are been some very, very smart people on the left. There are some very, very, very smart people on the right, and there are many, 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 many smart people in the middle somewhere. So, I do often go after the loony left for some crazy things like New York City is not only closing down its biggest jail. Now, I'm all for prison reform, and I do think our jail, Rikers Island, needed a hell of a lot of work because there was a lot of shit going on there that I don't want to see in any prison or any jail anywhere, because jail, and this is going to make me sound like a loony lefty to the more conservative people, but jail is for people who are awaiting trial. They have not been convicted of any crime. You could find yourself in jail for not doing anything wrong. And you might have to wait in jail, whether it's a weekend until you see a judge on a Monday, or months if you can't afford bail, until your trial starts. Jails really should be like frickin' motels. Okay? They're not supposed to be punishment. Jail is not your punishment. Jail is only to hold you to make sure you show up for trial. That is what your jail is supposed to do. Prison is your punishment. Prisons are the ones where you should have little freedoms and not be able to have personal belongings except the most very basics. Prisons is probably where they should limit your ability to communicate with the outside world. Prisons are where they should limit your ability to receive visitors. Prisons, they should limit what you eat and stuff like that. Jails are only there to make sure you show up for trial. Now, in cities like New York, and I'm sure most of the country, our systems are so backed up that most criminals never get past jail. They go to jail for a week, a month, 6 months, and then they get to trial, and the judge or the prosecutor just throws out the charges because they've already paid their time. They've already been in jail 6 months for a crime that only carried perhaps a 6-month or a year sentence. And so it's not even worth charging them at that point because they already did their time. Even if they go through the whole cost of a trial, they would be released on time served, even if convicted. So, yes, I think there needs to be a lot of reform in our jails and our prisons. However, the loony left of New York City says not only are we going to close down Rikers Island with nowhere to put these people, so they're basically just going to release a lot of people back onto the street. Now, while there's innocent people in there, a lot of people are also guilty people. So they're going to release many of them back right to the street. And then, because they're extra loony, they're going to trying to find some way. Now, as far as I know, the only way you could possibly even do this is by making a change to the city or state constitution. But nevertheless, de Blasio is saying that he's going to find some legislative way to make sure nobody can ever put a prison or a jail back on Rikers Island ever again. Which is absurd, because if you know how legislation works, if you pass legislation, it can be undone just the same way. But he's like, no, we're going to make it so that no future mayor can ever undo what I'm doing. And I'm like, no, I mean, you can say that. I mean, you sound like an idiot if you say that, but I mean, he's no stranger to sounding like an idiot. But the very purpose of legislation is that it can be undone. Okay? If you're past legislation, thank you, Surf Trektronics, for the $4 donation, who says, super chat, don't fret, Bird. STD is now dumb comedy. Just laugh. I should. And hey, DJ, I see you just came in. Uncle Remus. Hello, Uncle Remus, too. I'm a little behind, but we'll get there. So I don't know how de Blasio plans on using just a simple legislation to make sure nobody can ever build a prison or jail again. As far as I know, the only way to do that is through a amendment to the Constitution, which requires like a 3/4 ratification, and that makes it very, very difficult to change. But there is nothing you can do to permanently bar something from ever happening again. Anything you can do by legislation can be undone by legislation. Even our Supreme Court justices are not forever. They're just for life. Eventually, things can change. I digress. Jason says, Mole, oh, pray, 5. Kronos says, Bird of Prey, please tell me Mole Prey has a good story. We'll think of one. You've got something? Okay, a little. You can hold on to it for a little bit? Very cool. Derek says, all hail Sassy. Indeed. Mark Andy says, printing food stamps don't magically call food into existence. Nobody prints food stamps anymore. And that's where Mike Richards says to poop can the politics, please. Shrum,
It used to be.
Oh, I know.
A lot of counterfeit food stamps.
Right, Mama Prey used to be a bookkeeper in a pretty big supermarket in a part of Brooklyn that had a lot of food stamps. A lot of food stamps. And I worked there too, actually, for I think a summer or something. And that was back when food stamps were basically monopoly money that they would use as cash. So the registers would have both cash and, bills of food stamps in them at any point in the day. And they would have, Mama Prey said they used to make counterfeit food stamps because it was easier to counterfeit a food stamp than a $20 bill. So. Stromore says, Bird of Prey, the Q&A shite track was short track shows number 1, Me Tooing Spock. I saw an anti-tracker. Yes. She did Me Too Spock. But, what would the outrage be if it was the other way around? Right? The other way. Imagine if Kirk or Spock or any of them in the position of power as a captain or as a first officer, or Riker says, "On your knees, ensign," to a woman, right? No, not going to happen. And then orders her to touch him, to lift him up, to put her hands on him. For no reason, because they could have said, "Oh, why don't you just beam us out?" Captain MKG, we are going to start having differentiating ourselves from the Jar Jar Abrams Trek universe. Captain MKG, I want, I don't know if Memory Alpha, if it's a true wiki, then you can just download it. I downloaded a copy of Wikipedia 8 years ago and just hosted my own Wikipedia for a while because I had nothing better to do. So if it's a true wiki, you can, I don't know if it is, you can just download a copy and we can make Memory, Alpha 1 or something, and literally just delete everything that Star Trek Discovery and beyond is polluted. Memory Alpha. All the changes they've made, they can be unmade. Jason Link says the people that use 80% of them work and pay taxes. Your argument is moot. Where are we talking about? Mark Andy says, Mike, I am suitably chastised. Yes, this is not a discussion on food stamps. Derek has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with this story with Short Track's food stamps. Derek McManus says, good story. Frogs, gay, Brexit, just saying. Oh, boy. Derek says, we hear you, Rant Joe. Jason Link says, chirp, chirp. Miss Lundell says, I think your mic is too high. Okay, but we got through the mic issues. Bird, you're back to normal, says Derek. Cinnabon says that's better. Miss Kronos was saying it was quiet. Okay, we're going to skip the sound because I already went through it. Jason Link, pew pew, crispy fried, Birdo Prey 5. Captain MKG says the short trek has penetrated Birdo Prey 5's brain. Derek says, give us a tune, Bird. I don't know. Kronos says, needs more volume. Stromore says, that sounds nothing like Gilbert and Sullivan, but the sound is perfect now. Perfect. 5 by 5. Okay, I read these. Mike Richards says to Mark Andy, sorry, I could have been more diplomatic. Cinnabon says, you sound normal now. Amazing. I'm normal? Great. I'm normal. Normal for the first time in my life. Oh, wait. I just think you meant the volume was normal. Kronos the desk, don't worry about him. Kronos will not give in to peer pressure and raise his speakers. Mark Andy says, Mike, don't sweat rudeness. I just type. The way I type, I can't really finesse an argument. Derek McManus says, all hail Anti-Trekker. Is Anti-Trekker here? Or is it because I mentioned Anti-Trekker? Kronos says, yay, Anti-Trekker isn't dead. No, he wasn't as of me speaking to him right before the stream. Well, texting him right before the stream. I suppose it could have been Mrs. Anti-Trekker pretending to be him. But I don't know why. Miss Lundell says, Kronos, try the volume on the video itself. Stromore says, remember the alpaca mo. And Kronos says, Miss Lundell, I think that was part of the problem. Things are better now. Very cool. Mr. Lundell says, quick, somebody get Anti-Trekker some good, happy smoke. Stromore says, a short pause to remember the yellow-cake uranium orphans of Karoga. Those cruel Turdistanis brutally bombed their orphanage. Those Turdistanis, not only they bombed the orphanage, they've been attacking for the last couple of days. They destroyed a bunch of defensive guns that we put around our new orphanage. And, of course, while shooting out the guns, they also shot into the schools. We lost two whole grades were vaporized. And the the laundromat was also, unfortunately, went up in smoke. So now some of the best dressed of Kuroga are going to just have to wear their old clothes until we can get some new clothes shipped in. Mike Richards' STD has us all on our edge. Yes, on an edge. Uncle Remus says, hey, bird of prey, short tracks equal pants. Star Trek shorts equal pants. Captain MKG says, Mr. Londell, I'm way ahead of you. I'm getting my smoke on now. Lol. Chrono says, I'm still drooling over yellow cake uranium. Sounds yummy. Yeah, I always like the yellow cake over the chocolate cake, personally. My favorite cake growing up, not that I was a big cake person, but when I did eat cake, even Mamo Prey did this for a couple of my birthdays because it was the only cake I really liked, was the Entenmann's golden fudge cakes. So she would get an Entenmann's or two Entenmann's golden fudge cakes, put them on top of each other, and then put her own icing around it, and use that as my birthday cake because it was the only cake I would eat. I didn't like the store-made cakes, or the real cake. The Entenmann's thick fudge golden cake, that was it, and not the chocolate because they have a chocolate cake with the fudge on it. That was too chocolatey. I only liked it with the yellow cake. Chrono says Sassy is bored of my typing, unsubbing. Why would Sassy be bored of your typing? John Iraqi says would the stun setting take down an alpaca? DJ Odyssey just donated $3. Sing me a song. DJ, what song? What song? I did Piano Man already, so that would have been most appropriate for Sing Me a Song. Is it my choice? Anything. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What? Oh. No, let me find something. Let's see. Okay, I gotta shut the sound off. Okay, for you, DJ, from the Charlie Daniels Band, Devil Went Down to Georgia. Do. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sworn on a fiddle playing it hot, the devil jumped on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, 'cause I think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best that's ever been. Johnny, rosin up, bow, and play your fiddle hard, 'cause hell's broke loose in Georgia, and the devil, it's hard. And if you win, get a shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil get your soul. The devil opened up his case and he said, I'll start this show. And fire flew from his fingertip as he risened up his bow. And he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons joined in and sounded something like this. Do 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 do. This is the devil playing the fiddle. Do 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 do. This is the sound of 1,000,000 tortured souls. This is where the STD writers are gonna go. Do do do. They're the band. Yes. Yes, play with the fire of 1,000,000 burning Spock fans with hate. When the devil finished, Johnny said, "Well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down right there in that there chair and let me show you how it's done. Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. Granny does the dog bite, no, child, no." So this is Johnny playing, and he's better than the devil. Obviously. Otherwise it'd be a pretty shitty song. The devil bowed his head 'cause he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, "Devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever been." He played Fire on the Mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. What the hell's a bedpan? Granny, does your dog bite? No, child, no. Why would Granny's dog come into this song? I have no idea. What? Kronos donated $5. We didn't start the fire. Sing it. Okay. Well, what were you guys saying about the, let me see what the thoughts were on Devil Went Down to Georgia. I did Piano Man the other day, Derek and Robert Adams. Mr. Miles said he should have asked more Eminem. Angel of Death, Rocket Man, sing soft tribble, furry tribble. Soft tribble, furry tribble, little ball of fur. The devil went down to Jamaica, says Mr. Miles. Uncle Remus says it was his favorite. Bird needs more thumbs up, says Uncle Remus. Kronos says, "Oh, Jeeves, what the hell is happening?" I got some claps there from Robert Adams. Now, clap as in clapping hands, not the clap. Big difference. Just want to point it out before somebody confuses it. Clap's good. The clap, not so much. Jason Link says, "Bird sounds just like rapper Mike on Lockdown 23-in-1 channel." DJ says, "I don't remember any doo-doo-doos in the song." Uncle Remus says, "I think you should get your $3 back." Kronos says, "I don't sing doo-doo-doos." The DJ's laughing. Robert says, "I'm blue da-da-dee." And Schromore's clapping. Jason says, "Come on, Bird, even Google knows the lyrics." Lol. Okay, let's see. Kronos says, "Well, I'm cooked and done." And I think Kronos gave a donation. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kronos. Derek says, "Google Devil went down to somewhere. Aggo Hill." I don't know. Okay, so we got to do. We didn't start the fire. We didn't start the fire. Why? Why do you people want to do this to yourselves? Dun 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 dun. Oh shit! I'm not gonna be able to read this fast enough. Oh man. Do 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 do. Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe, or Marlena Monroe. Rosenberg's H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Pam and John, Brian Doe, The King and I, and The Catcher in the Rye, Eisenhower, Vaccine, England's Got a New Queen, Marciano, Liberace, Santana, Goodbye. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Joseph Stalin, Malenkov, Nasser, and Prochiv. Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc. Roy Cohn, Juan Perón, Toscanini, Don Crone, Dine Bin, Foo Falls, Rock Around the Clock, Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's Got a Winning Team, David Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Bird Putt, Budapest, Alabama, Khrushchev, Princess Grace, Peyton Place, Trouble in the Suez. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Little Rock, Passanek, Mickey Mantle, Krutek, Sputnik, Hooch and Lie, Bridge over the River Kwai, Lebanon, Charles de Gaulle, California baseball, Stark Weather, Homicide, Children of Thalidomide. Buddy Holly, Ben-Hur, Space Monkey, Mafia, Hula Hoops, Castro, Etzel is a no-go. U2, Sigmund Ray, Paralawyer and Kennedy, Chubby Checkers, Psycho, Belgians in the Congo. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. No, we didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Hemingway, Eichmann, Stranger in a Strange Land, Dylan, Berlin, Bay of Pigs Invasion, Lawrence of Arabia, British Beatlemania, Ole Miss, John Glenn, Liston Beats Patterson, Pope Paul, Malcolm X, British Politician Sex, JFK, Blown Away. What else do I have to say? We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Birth control, Ho Chi Minh, Richard Nixon back again, Moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock, Benign, Reagan, Palestine, terror on the airline, Ayatollahs in Iran, Russians in Afghanistan, Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, heavy metal, suicide, foreign debts, homeless vets, AIDS, crack, Bernie Getz, hypodermics on the shore, China's under martial law, rock and roll and cola wars. I can't take it anymore. Neither can Mamo Pray. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. But when we're gone, it will still burn on and on and on and on and on and on and on. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Joseph says that was actually so good you might get DCMA'd. If that ever becomes a problem, Joseph, we'll deal. Mr. Lodell is more partial to Uptown Girly. Girl, Kronos is sorry to Mamo Pray. She's been living in an uptown world. You know, I almost sang Uptown Girl that other day when I was just singing. Thomas has banned DJ for this. I think I got a super chat or something during the middle of that. Let me see. Oh, DJ just did another $3. Thank you, DJ. DJ, if you said something during that super chat, though, I wasn't looking at the screen, or donation. It wasn't a super chat. It was a donation. So I will ask you, DJ, please just put it in a comment, if you had any instructions or something, like shut up or whatever. Cause I couldn't see it as I was singing. I was too busy looking for the lyrics. Okay. Kronos is dying in the best way. Wow. It was worth it. Why is Bird torturing words in semi-melody? Vile, I just... DJ says, I said sing Sweet Transvestite. It's a Halloween season. I've never ever heard of the song, DJ. I'm sorry. Sweet Transvestite? Mamo Praise never heard of it either. Do you have a second choice? I'm sorry. I can refund the $3, DJ, but I'm not going to sing a song called Sweet Transvestite, especially if I've never heard of it. So you let me know, DJ, another choice, or I can refund it, or what. You can save it for next time. Let me know. Let's try to find where I was with the chat before this all went to hell. Alexander with a $2 Canadian super chat. Asian Muslim wife, born in the USSR, is the best choice.
Does she have a sister?
Mama probably wants to know if she has a sister. For me, obviously. That's what she means. That's what she means. So DJ sends me the link to Sweet Transvestite. Fine, DJ. I've never heard the song, but if there's a Cara-Fun karaoke version of it, I guess it can't be that bad. So,
I'm going out.
yeah, Mama Praise is evacuating the house. That's very, well, you should. You should evacuate because of the song. Here it comes, Sweet Transvestite. Wait. Let me restart. This one starts pretty quick. How do you see you've met my faithful, handy man? He's just a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man. Ooh la la. Don't get struck out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. I don't think transsexual Transylvania is a real place. Let me show you around. Maybe play you a sound. You like you're both pretty groovy. Or if you want something visual, but maybe not too abysmal, we could take it in an old Stevie Reeves movie. I'm glad we caught you at home. Could we use your phone? We're both in a bit of a hurry. We'll just say where are, then go back to the car. We don't want to be any worry. Who's both? Well, you got caught with a flat. Well, how about that? Well, babies, don't you panic. By the light of the night, it seems all right. I'll get you a satanic mechanic. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. I have a feeling these guys just put words that rhyme together, despite them making no sense. Why don't you stay for the night? I won't rape you or bite. I could show you my favorite obsession. I've been making a man with blonde hair and a tan, and he's good for relieving my tension. I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. Yeah, I'm just a sweet transvestite. Oh my god. From transsexual Transylvania. Right next to Allentown. So come up the lab and see what's on the slab. It's my junk. I see you shiver with anticipation. What the fuck? It just stopped? Oh, anticipation. But maybe the rain isn't really to blame. So I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom. This person was on crack. DJ, what the F was that, DJ? I have no idea what the hell I just sang. Apix is Bird of Prey. The lyrics go with the movie. If you see the words, it makes sense. I can't believe that makes sense in any world. But in the middle of that, Alexander, again with a $2 Canadian super chat, Guzzle has 3 sisters. 2 of them are married. So there's one not married. Alexander, hook me up. Hook me up, Alexander. I could be your brother-in-law. No, that will never be the Caroga National Anthem. It's from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. DJ, there's a reason I never saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's because I didn't want to hear or see things like that. Alexander says, Bird of Prey, what makes you suffer like that? Why make you suffer like that? Because DJ Odyssey hates me. Thank you for the $2 Canadian super chat, Alexander. You're a much nicer person than DJ Odyssey. Makes me sing terrible songs. Okay. Where are we? I lost a bunch of comments. Let me see if I can get back. Okay, well we're gonna do the Bird of Prey 5 ones. Shrone Wars' Bird of Prey. Probably the short track will be Michael Burnham using the suit to go back in time, giving herself a haircut, or taking a dump, beginning the origin of life. Stupid enough to be true. Yeah, we're all descendants of Michael Burnham. Mark Andy says, Bird of Prey, perhaps you should call your Wednesday DS9 chat. Should be called Netflix and Trill. I like it. Netflix and Trill. Rambling Canuck's in the house. Hello, Rambling Canuck. He says, hello, bird and all. Jason Link, they only had protein resequencers in TOS. Just like the Enterprise, they had to carry food stocks. Canon got butt violated again. Absolutely. Jails are a thing because of naughty peeps, says Kronos. Mike Richards says, Bird of Prey, jar life is cool. Whatever makes your life easier is good. Well, thank you, Mike Richards. TJ says, all female jails can be fun, though. You would think, but I suspect not. Shromor says, Bird of Prey, one of the loony left political parties here in Ireland want one car shared between 10 families and to release wolves into the countryside. I'm not surprised, Shronmore. They decided to release wolves into a bunch of national parks where the wolves were killed off because they were killing people and animals. But no, we got to reintroduce the wolf, because why? I have no idea. So they reintroduce the wolf, and what's happening? Animals, and probably people soon, but animals are being killed again. And now it's illegal to shoot the wolf. You want to talk about stupidity? They brought deer to Staten Island. And turkey. Wild turkeys. Staten Island. What?
No, the turkeys were in Staten Island and taking them away, but they took the deer in.
But they're turkeys.
Yeah, but they had turkeys.
There were not turkeys in Staten Island since the time of the founding of the United States. Somebody had to bring the turkeys to Staten Island.
Well, we've been there as long as I have.
Okay. So fine. So somebody started bringing deers into Staten Island, a borough of New York City. Sure, maybe it's the least crowded borough, but it is still a borough of New York City. You do not have deer running around New York City. There is no reason for that. And it's only causing traffic accidents, ticks, and these poor deer. There are people that cry about the horses in Central Park, that this is a terrible thing to do to horses, but the same types of people are bringing deer into a borough of the city and trying to get them to live and multiply and make the people of the borough live one with the deer. It's bullcrap. Okay? Yes, humans come and they displace other animals. It's sad, but you know what? There was a time in our lives when humans were chased around by other animals too, right? Humans were not always the top of the top. Okay? Even still today, there are places in this world where a rhinoceros or a hippopotamus or a lion or a tiger, you're not at the top of the food chain. You're not. If you don't have a gun with you, and a big gun at that, or a jeep, or something, right? You versus a hippopotamus, you versus a lion, you're going to lose without extra help. Or a shark. Cronus says, you break the law, you go to jail. What are you smoking, Bert? You break the law, you go to jail, but no. You see, that's what people say. If you can pay the bail, then you get out of jail. If they decided that you did something really bad, they either don't offer you bail, and it's very subjective, right? I mean, if you're super rich, you can get out on bail for just about anything if you put up enough money. And if you're not rich, if you get $2,000-$3,000 in bail, but you don't have $2,000 or $3,000 or anybody to put it up for you, then you're stuck in jail for months, perhaps. Whereas if you're more well-to-do off, you can pay that bail. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, bad people need to be put away, but the entire system is broken. The entire system must be fixed from the ground up. Trials are supposed to be speedy. It is in fact something that's guaranteed to us in the Constitution. 6 months is not a speedy trial. 3 months is not a speedy trial. I don't think 1 month is a speedy trial. In today's day and age, we should be starting trials in a week. Okay? If the police need more than a week to collect evidence, they shouldn't have arrested you yet. Either you have evidence or you don't. If you don't have the evidence, don't arrest somebody. If you have the evidence, then let's go to trial. That's how it goes. DJ says, run the parentheses where you wait Oh, sassy. Who's out there? Oh, it's. I think it's Nova and Mia, the dogs next door. So, there's somebody walking some dogs. I know, sassy. You want to go out and play with your friends. Rora Pente is where you want to wait. Go to work. Yes. Rora Pente. I mispronounced Rora Pente. Ah, sassy.
Oh, it's 3 dogs. They're barking at each other outside.
DJ says bird of prey, and I'm doing this out of order.
Sassy.
I may steal your shtick for a live stream and have people pay me to sing weird songs. Go for it, DJ. It's not mine. I mean, I don't own it. And he will make them pay me. I gotcha. Yeah, you have my blessing, DJ. Not that you need it. Hopefully you sing. The problem is if you sing too good, YouTube will say nope. DJ says Jaffa Cree. Joseph says, hey Joe, had to be away, but now I'm here. And hey to Mama Pray, Sassy and the Flock. Hello, Joseph. Derek says, I got 2 qualifications in horticulture last time I was in prison. A level 2 qualification, horticulture. Very cool. Kronos says, oh no, not Joseph. Mark Andy says, Shrowmore probably wants snakes returned. What did old Patrick know? He was just a saint. And then Surf Trictronics with his $4 super chat. Thank you, Surf. Oh, by the way, again, Surf Trictronics, and I know he didn't do this because of this, but because I shouted him out a couple of days. Please, guys, if you're here and you have not already done so, go to Surf Trictronics website, YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link in now. Yes, that's Surf Trictronics YouTube channel. Go to his channel, check out his videos, subscribe if you can, but absolutely check out his most recent video. It is freaking hilarious. I was hysterical laughing. Star Trek related, a lot of fun. He kind of puts a new story to Picard and STD and all that stuff. He gets Worf in there. It is good stuff. Uncle Remus says maybe they will release future Joker. Hopefully they will hang out by de Blasio. Joseph says, oh yes, it's me, gentlemen. It is my honor. Kronos says, Khan! Mr. Londell says, New York is going to be just like that movie from the 80s, Escape from New York. Get out while you can, Bert. I know, we knew it. We knew it was going to happen the moment we elected de Blasio. Mark Andy says, but islands make good jails. They have to be somewhere. I know. DJ says, just came in, been here. Kronos says, de Blasio is a joke. Every politician in New York right now is a joke. Derek says, all hail Surf Trictronics, indeed. Uncle Remus says, everyone gives a thumb up to Bird. Thank you. Kronos says, DJ, you're just a lurker. You're a lurker, just admit it. DJ says, hit the damn like button or I start singing. Lol. Kronos did his part. Thank you, Kronos. DJ says, Kronos, I lurk here waiting for Joe to say the name of my love of my life. Kronos asks Cisco Pray. DJ says hi to Mamo Pray. She's saying hello. Uncle Remus is Bird of Prey. No, I'm not going to tell her to sing the diarrhea song. TJ's saying she's a goddess. Wow. Joseph says, DJ, not a threat. Have you seen the singing stream? Mr. Miles is creeing. Uncle Remus is in honor of de Blasio. Edie says, no, Joseph, but next week I'll be going on some live streams playing Name That Tune. Interesting. Corona says, Mr. Miles, where are you? Mr. Miles, were you trying to make that a funny? Oh, because Mr. Miles said free instead of re. Mr. Miles says, Kronos said, that's the last funny I made sits on, the last funny I made sits on Anti-Trigger's channel. Yeah. The video Anti-Trigger uploaded this morning, the kind of re-edit of the Q&A short track, was all Mr. Miles, and it's hilarious also. Check it out. That's about a minute and 19 seconds. It's a short video, but it's a goodie. And it's on Anti-Tracker's channel. Surf says, Mama O'Prey is a bookie. What does the juice cost and what is the max bet?
A bookkeeper, not a bookie.
A bookkeeper, yes, a bookkeeper. Joseph is not on Birdstream. The songs are unguessable. 1 second, guys. Tried to save you from a horrible cough. Joseph's Bird of Prey. I saw the Tribble short. Only only little cannon breaches. Sorry to say, it was actually funny. Wow. If you found it funny, Joseph, good for you. The only thing I liked about it was that captain. Little cannon breaches. Like them not knowing, like Spock not knowing what a Tribble was. But you would think if the person who had his job before him lost her entire starship, the shortest captain in Starfleet history, losing a ship like the next day or the next week after becoming captain, and Spock doesn't know what a Tribble is, and the fact that Tribbles were already around and were already said to be prolific breeders in Enterprise, even though the rest of the crew didn't know what they were, only Dr. Phlox knew what the Tribbles were. So it's still okay that the rest of Starfleet has no idea what Tribbles are, but that they were very fast breeders, and that the only reason that their population is kept in check is because of lots of lizards on their planet. And now they are very, very slow breeders, and worse, they have to mix in human DNA, which for God knows what reason, human DNA causes them to be born pregnant. And also, these Tribbles don't have to eat to give birth. That was the main thing. Dr. McCoy says the more you feed them, the more they breed. You gotta stop feeding them. These Tribbles, we never saw them eat a single thing in that short track, Joseph. They didn't eat a single thing. And they were literally just popping out of like popcorn, popping out of each other. And they were shooting them with phasers on stun, even though there was just freaking vent it out to space. Right? Everybody just go into a freaking interior room and vent the ship into space. Okay? All the Tribbles would get sucked out into space. Mr. Mouse says, of course I do. It's Stargate. Kronos says, damn Stargate nerds. Carlos says, Bird of Prey. The Turds denied knowledge of the underground base I destroyed. I think it was the Secret Weapons Labs. Very cool, Carlo. I have to send you some coordinates of another base I've been working on. Azine also has the coordinates if you see him in the game. Just so you know, there's another place The turds keep attacking our safe zone, which is annoying. They killed some more school children today or last night. I'm not sure, but they did multiple attacks. So we gotta move. Kronos says, "Wow, DJ, grats." What did DJ say? DJ says he was congratulating DJ on giving me $3. Robert Adams says, "Piano Man." Okay, I read these. Bird got my last $3, says DJ. Thank you again. Okay, now I can skip a bunch of these. Bread pan. Is that what it was? Bread pan? A bedpan. I know what a bedpan is, DJ. Thomas is banned DJ for this. Kronos says J-Dax. Derek McManus says Wep. Derek says it's always burning. The world keeps turning. All high. Kronos says F the tribbles, indeed. Derek says all hail Dax. Uncle Remus smiles. Kronos says damn nerds, you can't escape them. Miss Mouse says we didn't start the flame war. Kronos says, oh, this will be enjoyable. DJ says, damn it, I got to see if I've got enough money left. I forgot an important song. Mr. Miles says, start, oops. DJ, what song? Shromore says, you could try the epic song, 7 Drunken Nights, the Dubliners version. DJ tipped $3. That was when he asked me to sing the transvestite song. Vile Mike says, howdy folks, welcome Vile. Kronos says, I hope Bird can survive this. Jason Link says, ugh, they played this every morning on the school bus radio when I was in middle school. You see. Derek says the streams are like drinking and smoking with mates and watching songs on YouTube. I'm glad you enjoy it. Robert Adams is giving me some fire. The DJ says, Thomas, get ready to record the next song. Kronos is dying in the best way. Joseph says, that was actually good. Might get DMCA'd. I don't think so. Thomas goes into Space Engineers because he's curious about my new bass. Ms. Lundell is partial to Uptown Girl. Kronos again apologizes to Mamo Prey. Because he made me sing that song. Vile Mike says, why is Bird singing this? Because money. Derek says, Joe never change. You are brilliant. Thank you, Derek. DJ says, well, Bird sent you another, and I put down the song. I think that's the transvestite song. If I'm missing another song, DJ, you let me know, please. Kronos says, I kind of paid Bird to do it. Yeah. Vile says, edit, why is Bird torturing words in semi-melody? Kronos says it was worth it. And yeah, DJ said, I said swing, sweet transvestite. It's Halloween season. Life with Matthew says, hey all, what did I miss? Oh man. Can't even begin there. Life with Matthew. Derek says a few dollars well spent. Thomas says, DJ, what did we do to you two to deserve this? Kronos is live with Matthew. Hey, a lot. Yeah. Miss Longell says, just as long as he doesn't do Freebird. Derek says, Sweet Caroline. I've done Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Dun, 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 dun. Vile Mike says it's from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, you troglodyte. Troglodyte. Epic Beards has never heard of Sweet Transvestite, Unsub for Life. No, I've never ever heard of it. And you know what? I'm going to forget about it as soon as I can. Derek says, hey, you're there, Alexander. Wesley says, Bird of Prey. Hello, turds and birds. Welcome, Wesley. DJ saying, hit record, people. Well, Wesley says, what's going on? Derek says, Sweet Caroline. good never seems so. Shromore says the next 27 people need medical attention, laughing. Miss Miles is lolling. Wesley says, I want to marry the last sister, Alexander. No, the last sister is for me. Yeah, Mom will pray. Alexander answered that she has 3 sisters, only 2 of them are married. That's it. I called it. Vile Mike says Tim Curry is a treasure. Epic says priceless. DJ says wait till Anti-Trigger gets a hold of this. Shromore says corsets on gentlemen and ladies. Your sides may split, laughing otherwise. Ms. Lundell says okay, Tim Washington from Rocky Horror. What's his name from Rocky Horror? Chrono says everyone deserves a good laugh. Joseph says Wesley, I think Mama Pray just paid the shipping costs. Sorry. Vile Mike says I cannot wait till Anti-Trigger uses Bird singing I'm a sweet transvestite in a super chat. Wesley says darn it. Alexander says Wesley has an army of dream girls to marry. Kyrgyzstan has an army of dream girls to marry. Shromore says, good God, Anti-Trigger's going to have a field day with this one. We see he's going to probably laugh and it's probably going to hurt his leg. So you probably, if you care about Anti-Trigger, you're not going to send him this link. Right? Because if you send him this link, just think of how much he's going to start laughing. Then his leg's going to get hurt. He's going to be in more pain. He's going to have to go back to the hospital. It's going to cost him thousands and thousands of dollars. And they might even have to, cut off the leg. So don't, for the love of God, people, don't give Anti-Trigger the link to this stream. Don't tell him about it. It's for his own good. Okay, if you give this info to Anti-Trigger, then you obviously hate Anti-Trigger. Epic Beard says, Bird of Prey, the lyrics go with the movie. Yes, if you see it, the words make sense. Well, then they will never make sense, because I will never see it. DJ is laughing. Kronos is lolling. Vile Mike says, Tim Curry. DJ says, oh, son of a bitch. Where were we? DJ says, this is the new Kuroga National Anthem. Absolutely not. Shronmore is laughing. Wesley is going to Uzbekistan in 2 weeks. Maybe I'll bring back a wife. Why are you going to Uzbekistan? And that sounds like a good idea. Shronmore says, Wesley, I'm pretty sure you regret joining when you did. DJ says, at least I didn't make you do the time warp again. At least I didn't make you do time warp again. See, I've already forgotten what that was. Vile Mike says, hook a bird up with some prey, Alexander. Indeed. Chrono says, we like to see birds suffer. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, can you sing God Save the Queen by Sex Pistols? Probably not today. DJ says, hey Bird, I promise if I do a live stream tonight, I will sing the last song. You can make fun of me singing it. DJ, usually when you stream, I'm already fast asleep, but if I watch it the next day, but it's not the same thing. But sure, you can sing whatever you want to sing, DJ. DJ says, but I will sing it more like Tim Curry. Chrono says, wow, just wow. Carlos says, Wesley, been waiting a couple days for Bird of Prey to sing Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen. I think he's trying to avoid war with the UK. Chrono says, oh, is Bird ranting now? No, I didn't rant. Alexander says, wolves are necessity to the ecosystem. Bullshit! The ecosystem will work just fine for 50 years without them. 100 years, maybe. Derek says, quite sensibly, we killed all the wolves in Northern Ireland. Yeah, wolves and people don't mix. Cinnabon says, wild turkeys are a menace. Vile says, wild turkey is delicious. Cinnabon says, release the wolves. Turkeys semi-fly, as God is my witness. I didn't know. Thomas Botts is Bird of Prey. Are you playing Space Engineers as the server now? I am not. I'm not on the server right now. Stromore says, Derek, don't worry. Boris will check the wolves at the new customs post for contraband. Ms. Lundell says, deer and says, high populated human area. Can you say Lyme disease? Cinnabon says, Kronos, no, they don't. They just stand in front of your car and mock you. Kronos says, Cinnabon, son of a bitch. Wesley says, Carlo, I used to sing the sexy pistols in my car every day. Cinnabon, they laugh at your horn. Smug creatures. Carlos, like alpacas. Carlos says, humans can't run the fastest, but they can run the longest. Advantage? I don't know. I guess it depends on the human, Carlo. Kronos says, Turkey Day is getting closer. And Kronos says, yum yums. DJ says, Bird of Prey, I might steal your shtick. Not a problem, DJ. Derek says, Shromore, you should worry because if Boris sells out, you will be stuck with a million Crabbit Protestants. Shromore used to be worried because if Boris sells out, you will be stuck with a million crabby Protestants. Gotcha. Boris Johnson, yes. DJ says, make them pay me. Shromore says, you don't have to run the wolves as long as you have buddies who smoke. You only have to outrun them. That's right. You never have to. If you ever go into the forest, make sure you go in with somebody who runs slower than you. You don't have to outrun the bear. You only have to outrun your friend. Surf Trick Trunks says, anyone that says money can't buy happiness is fooling themselves. $1 million could buy me loads of happiness for the rest of my life. Well, what makes some people happy is different than what makes other people happy. So certainly if you could be happy by material possessions alone, then that is true. DJ says, me too, Surf. Kronos says, Sassy wants to hear you sing. I don't think that's what she wants. Shromore says, Derek, I prefer 1 million crabbed Protestants to 1 million hysterical lefties. We will have here at the moment. We need a bit of balance. DJ says, I needed the blessing. I didn't want the mob after me. Well, you have it. Derek says, I'm going to go to Kronos' place for Turkey Day. Epic says, Karoga is a suburb of No, it is not a suburb of transsexual Transylvania. Wesley says, Bird of Prey with a Jeep and a big gun versus a rhino deathmatch. Yes. Kronos says, need mashed potatoes and gravy as well. Derek says, Shronmore, we shall bring balance to the island. And I put in the link for Surf Trektronics channel. DJ is already subbed. Shronmore says, you are always welcome in Cork, Derek. DJ, hey, I just noticed I'm at 160. Woot, woot. Congratulations, DJ Odyssey. Epic Beard says we are looking in the wrong area for Karoga. Setting jump drive for transsexual. We will find Karogans now. Son of a bitch. Shromore says, Bird of Prey. Forgot to tell you, Track Yards gave you a shout out on the anniversary stream last night. If it was when I gave them the super chat, I was there for that. Thank you, Shromore. I started off at the Exozone, because I'll be honest, the Exozone is probably my favorite once a week stream. However, only when they're actually talking about Exozone stuff. Often Nerdrotic and Doomcock will go venturing off into pop culture again, which is fine for the Inquisition and all the other streams they do. But the Exozone is supposed to be about paranormal stuff. So I love it when it's about paranormal stuff. So I started out at Exozone, but then when they started talking about Captain Marvel or whatever, and I was like, okay, I hit into I put them on real low, and I went over to Trek Yards, and I gave them $5 for 5 years. A couple minutes later, Foley got to it. He thanked me. He said it was good to see me again, and all the nice stuff they did say. So yes, while I don't always agree with Trek Yards, we do like Trek Yards. They are good people. Kronos did my part, the surf thing. Derek says, glad to hear it. Actually admire neighbors, just don't want to live under Leo Yangovis Social Republic of Ireland. And I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Joseph says, who is the blast you're talking about? I have no idea. The blast IO you're talking about? Kronos says, what is Mr. Miles? Stromore says, Derek, neither do I. Leo is a moron. The other options do not fill me with confidence. Surf says, Trek Yard says they have really enjoyed this short. Derek says, Stromore, see, yes, is just a few sentences. We can build a better place for everyone, more in common than we have differences. Kronos says, really, to Surf Trictronics. DJ says Trek Yards did pick apart the part with Discovery Shuttle in the trailers for Picard. Kronos grabs popcorn. I want some popcorn. Vile says, okay, folks, I'm heading out. Have a good insert relevant time period here. Obligatory plug. New TOS review this Sunday. Sub now to catch it later. All very cool. Vile Mike, of course, does some terrific Star Trek, the original series reviews with his daughter, the Vile Child, who is in her teenage years. So it's really cool to get the opinion, although, I mean, I'll be honest, the opinions of most teenagers I couldn't give a flying F about. And I kind of feel bad because when I was a teenager, I was like, oh my God, it's so wrong. The world doesn't listen to me. When I get older, I'm going to make sure I push for teenagers to have a voice. And I want to make sure that, you know, we have more say in things and it's not fair and blah, 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 blah. And then the moment I turned 30, I was like, God damn, teenagers are stupid as F. And at 40, I feel doubly so. So I know I'm a hypocrite. I remember feeling as a kid that but no, okay? By the time you're 20, 30, or 40, you realize just how stupid you were as a teenager. And I'm sorry, but the vast majority of teenagers have nothing at all useful to say. However, Vile Child is different. Brings a lot of fun to the stream. I enjoy it. It is one of the better TOS reviews out there. Stromore says, Bird, just after your stream ended last night, Trek Yard said people should check you out. Oh, that's very cool. Very cool of them. Miss Londo says, Bird of Prey, if you like paranormal type stuff, check out Obsolete Oddities. I will. Obsolete Oddities. I think I've been there before. There's quite a few channels I do check out. Like, I forget the name now, but there's quite a few I go to, but the Exozone's the only live stream I know of. Showmore says, Derek, fully agree. We have far more in common, and hopefully we will be celebrating topping of the group tomorrow, as long as Scotland can do us a favor. Spelt incorrectly with a U. I'm kidding, but it is not correct. Kronos says, wow, Bird is catching up in the chats. Well, I skipped a lot. Dado D says, hi, welcome, Dado D. Because, you know, in the top left of the screen, it does say if you want your chat read, put @BirdO'Prey5 in it. So anyone without @BirdO'Prey5, I do not feel a moral obligation to read, though I try to. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, on your stream, I look like a Discovery proponent, and I was actually banned from 3 different groups for being negative. You know why? Because Discovery fans are so used to people attacking them that they take the slightest bit of disagreement as, oh my God, you're a toxic tricky who's come to destroy us. So they have to ban you. In fact, I'm having, and I'm gonna bring this up. I don't even know if he's responded, but I was having this, and that's the stream, this back and forth with somebody on Twitter. And let's see if I can find where it started. Okay, so this started like on October 7th. Trek Corp said, exclusive Alex Kurtzman, Heather Caden tell us new details that the Nickelodeon Star Trek show, whether we might see a Star Trek Discovery movie, God forbid, and where things stand for Star Trek Picard Season 2. So I said there will never be an STD movie because those numbers would be public and CBS won't be able to hide how bad it is. To which Far Beyond the Stars, hashtag We Are Starfleet, responded, you're an idiot. Because that's how the TV model works, question mark. Throw a facepalm. Throw away $8 million an episode on a show that no one is watching. Every other show announced the entire franchises because of the success of Discovery. Then I responded to that, but it doesn't seem to be here. Then this guy said, you have valid points, but why do you have to call him an idiot? Is this the way Trek taught us to engage each other? And then Far Beyond the Stars says, this isn't my first exchange with him. I honestly don't ever remember having an exchange with this guy before, but I don't go around remembering people's names on Twitter, so it's possible. He actively interjected his negative opinion while being derogatory where it isn't solicited. Well, it's Twitter. The whole point of Twitter is to share opinions. So I asked Far Beyond the Stars, have I ever insulted you personally? I prefer to talk about material, because on Twitter, I do not go calling other Twitter members, idiots, morons, and I don't insult people personally. I insult the writers, I insult celebrities, I insult politicians, but I don't insult the masses of Twitter. I don't insult fans of a show. And then he wrote back, you converse with bad faith. But I've got faith of the heart, Far Beyond the Stars. Using accusations like disconnected from reality or hiding behind your fake majority. There is no material discussion. You don't like something, that is fine, but you persistently show up and harass with your opinion where it isn't solicited. I show up to remind people that Discovery is crap. And it's not a minority opinion. You're the minority opinion, but whatever. And then he says, you take opportunities to make people feel bad because they like or created something you don't like. These are not the actions of a good person. You cry victim when called out on it. I did not cry victim here. Somebody else pointed out the fact that he was calling me an idiot when I didn't call him an idiot or attack him in any way. And then I simply asked him, have I ever personally insulted you? To which obviously he couldn't answer. So then I wrote back, I maintain the writers of STD and these short tracks, which make a mockery of 50 years of Trek history, and even the actors who are complicit in this ravaging of our lore and canon should feel bad. That said, any fan of the show, more power to you. I don't berate fans. Never have. And he has yet to yet to respond to that. I'm not sure he will because he has absolutely nothing he can say about it. Oh. Mom O'Prey gave Sassy some of her jerky, and now Sassy wants more jerky. Do you want to do your story?
Yeah. It's,
Mom O'Prey is going to tell her story. I'll look through the comments in the meantime.
Hi, all. This is a little different type of story tonight. It's not a bird story. It's something that happened, I guess, right after Dad O'Prey and I had gotten married. I had a cousin that I was really close with. She was just a little younger than me, and growing up, we were close. In fact, for about a year, her mother, and her younger sister lived with us for whatever reason. Her mother was going through a hard time, but we got along well, very well, and we became good friends. So now she got married, I don't know, it was a few months before me, a few months after me. So we would go out to dinner or movie, whatever, at least a couple of times a month after we were married and neither one of us had children. And one, I guess it was a Saturday night or a Friday night, was like any other. It was towards the end of a month. I want to bring that up. You'll see why later. Dad and I had an apartment, and he was working, I was working. He had a good job. Now, he wasn't a professional. He was a blue-collar worker. He was a truck driver. And I was working, I think at a bank at the time. It wasn't, we didn't have a lot of money, but we budgeted ourselves, and we knew exactly, how much we could spend. So after going out to dinner, we went back to our apartment, and we were having coffee, and I was sitting with my cousin talking to her, and her husband had asked Dad O'Prey to step outside. He needed to speak to him. And whatever, they went out, and as we were having coffee, she kind of steered the conversation to finances. And like I said, we were really close, almost like sisters. So I really didn't hold anything back. I basically said to her, well, at the first of the month, I try to pay all the bills. I pay my rent and, I guess, gas, electric, telephone. So she said to me, gee, how much do your bills come to a month? I thought that was kind of strange, but I answered her. I told her. And I gave her an exact figure. And after they left, Dad O'Prey said to me, I said, what did so-and-so want? Her husband. And he says, oh, he owes somebody money. I said, well, we really don't have money to loan him. And he said, no, I didn't loan him money. I gave him a check. I said, what? He said, no, I gave him a check. He said he's not going to cash it. He just had to show somebody that he was having money coming in by the end of next week. I said, how much was the check? He said, no, it was blank, but he's only going to make it out for $500. But he's not going to cash it. Dad O'Prey was very gullible and trusting. Mom O'Prey never was. The next morning, after a back and forth argument with Dad O'Prey, I was at the bank, and put a stop on that check. Now, again, back then, checks, would normally go to the bank, take a few days to clear, and you wouldn't know your money was taken out of your account or missing, for a few days, because they would have to send a letter in the mail. There was no instant communication. But I went and I stopped that check that Dad O'Prey had given my cousin's husband. Sure enough, he had made out the check for the exact amount I told my cousin I paid my bills with. That was the total amount of my monthly bills. And yes, the reason I said at the beginning was this was the end of the month, because she kind of knew the money was in there. Because I said I paid everything on the 1st with my rent. I miss her. But they didn't get the money. We stopped the check, and Dad O'Prey, I guess, woke up just a little bit. I do not trust anyone. Maybe something like that happening to you when you realize somebody as close as you could be outside of immediate family I still trust, could do something like that to you. It was unbelievable. I was so hurt, but happy they didn't get my money.
How much was it?
$1,700 back then. That was our bills.
That's a lot of money now.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you guys didn't have a particularly big apartment. It was just...
I don't know why it was $1,700. I can't remember. Were we paying something off? Maybe a car. We didn't have a boat then. But it was exactly $1,700.
We don't have a boat now.
No, but I'm saying we did have boats in between. Yeah. I don't know. The rent was $500 and change. We had to be paying off a car or something. I really don't remember, but anyway, that's my story for tonight. Not exactly, but guys, beware. Don't let anybody get over on you. You want to give away your money, give it away. But know you're giving it away.
Yeah, if somebody borrows your money, if you only lend money you're willing never to get back. And even then, I would say just give it as a gift. Because you're either going to lose a friendship or you're going to lose your money, or both.
Yeah. Oh, we came so close.
Yeah, Dad O'Prey, that VCR he bought.
Oh, God, yes. Tell them that story. Huh?
You remember it more than I do.
Yeah. Okay, this wasn't, you were like 10 or 12 or something. Yeah. Whenever VCRs were a big thing. And Dad O'Prey comes home, and he says, wow, we got such a good deal. I was with Steve, and we were stopped at a stoplight, and a guy came over to us, and they had VCRs. And I forget how much it was. I think he said $60 or something like that. I said, you bought a VCR from somebody in the street? He said, yeah, but look, it's shrink wrapped. It's definitely shrink wrapped. He said, it was probably stolen, but, we didn't ask questions. So him and his partner, Dad O'Prey and his partner, each bought one, and Dad O'Prey came home with his. Well, we cut open the shrink wrap, open the box, and there's a couple of bricks in the box. So, Dad O'Prey got 2 bricks for $60. Yeah, he did things like that. Once in a while, he'd come home with a good deal on something. But, many times he didn't. I'm going to say goodnight, guys. Thanks for listening to me rant.
Good night, Mama.
Good night.
Everybody's saying hello to you. Kronos is loving it. Yeah, it's a good cautionary tale, especially for any younger people. I don't think I have any younger people listening.
Hey, Dad O'Prey did a few things. He wasn't so young. You know?
Right, yeah, no.
Sometimes you need to remind.
That's true. I missed the comment by Thundercatso, who said, Bird of Prey, you don't want to listen to children. Greta Thunberg says, how dare you? Yeah, I have. She was the reason I even thought to bring that up. One minute. Sorry, guys, taking a pill. I should have done that while Mama Prey was talking. Where are we? Mr. Miles says he realized he just never subbed to Vile Mike. Well, now you can fix that. Kronos says that child scares me more than any horror movie. Greta Thunberg. Excuse me. Shromore says Tyrion Beard would be a great pleasure to see Kieran Reid weeping salty tears in the AB's exit the handful of rampant Ireland. Wow. Is Edward the Arby's guy? I don't know. I haven't noticed it. Kronos says, Bird of Prey, Gratch Joe, you have 34 watchers. That was very cool. Carlos is Bird of Prey, I know I like Discovery, but not as a true Star Trek show, as a show. But he's never attacked me, just disappeared and gave his points, to which I agree, but I still like Discovery-ish. That's okay, Carlo. I like you, Joseph. I don't attack you. You guys, I'm happy you guys can find some joy out of it, because I can't. But, you know, my only problem is with the producers, the writers, and the actors, and the studio, and whoever owns stock in CBS. Sharon Moore says, greetings to Mama Prey. Epic says, story time, and he doesn't have popcorn. Uncle Remus, I said I wanted popcorn before. You were outside. Once somebody mentioned popcorn earlier, I was like, I want popcorn. Not right now. Sharon Moore, Uncle Remus says, on a cold and stormy night, tell them Large Marge sent ya. Yeah, was that the Pee Wee Herman movie? Uncle Remus says, yeah, I just read that. Joseph says, hey, Mama Prey. Uncle Remus, you can't even trust your family. That's how mafia wars start.
That was one thing I didn't mention.
No.
Her husband owed people money.
Oh, her husband owed people money that were going to, like, break bones if they didn't get the money or something. Yeah. So, what happened to him?
What happened to him?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, years later, he honestly went into witness protection. Yeah. He was not somebody that I really wanted to know to begin with. And as the years passed, things got worse. And I was very happy that we had no longer associated with him. But he's passed away. Yeah.
Sorry for jiggling the pills. Epics at 1,700 in the 70s, 80s is a lot of money. Oh yeah, it's a lot of money even right now. I can't unfathom it with $1,700.
$1,700.
And $500 rent? That's incredible for those days.
We moved a couple of years later and bought the house. You know, mortgage was $2,500.
mortgage on the house was $2,500?
Yes.
How much was the house? Wasn't it like $250,000?
No. It was less.
How do you pay $2,500 on a interest?
I don't know, but that was our mortgage.
My house is my mortgage was over double, and I'm paying less a month. Well, actually, now I'm paying more, but that's because of taxes, city taxes.
You're right. Our bills were really high.
Yeah, something's not right.
No, it's not my memory. I remember what the bills were. I got all the
No, it wasn't a block of wood. It was a brick in the box.
Yeah. Two bricks.
Tyrion Beards' Bird of Prey. I bought a Sony DVD player for $400 when they were the newest thing. I wish I bought $400 worth of bricks. Joseph says Dabo D is 17, speaks more broken English than I, and is my nephew. Oh, very cool, Dabo D. Well, I did say welcome you, but welcome now that I know you're part of the family. Does Dabo D like Discovery too? Carlos is Bird of Prey. Lol, Bird of Prey. His only problem is everything. Kronos says, how is Sis O'Prey doing? Sis O'Prey is Sis O'Prey. Uncle Remus, stop jiggling the pills. DJ's reeing. John Araki, hashtag free Apu, indeed. Hashtag free Apu. Kronos says, well, that happened. Epic says, my parents paid about $400 for their first VCR. It did last until DVDs came out. They got many years from it. I think it was a story. Sony, I don't remember. Hashtag stay sassy, says John Araki. Uncle Remus says, maybe he met Henry Hill. Maybe. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, I do not feel attacked at all. I know the feelings of most of your audience about Discovery, and I do not mind. I am sitting actually between you and Trek Yards on my position on Disco. Well, come to the dark side, Joseph. Because we're actually the light. John Araki says, thank God this isn't a can life stream. DJ says, my rent with water and garbage is only $285. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Mamo Prey is sure at $1,700. I mean, to me, it sounds like maybe it was $700, but I'm not going to argue with Mamo Prey. Kronos says, God isn't a thing here. Abex says, $2,500 mortgage, holy crap. Yeah, and that would have been in 1985. Oh, it was a 15-year mortgage.
Yes.
And remember, the interest rates in the 1980s were like 30%.
Well, no.
12.7%. Okay, 12.75% on a 15-year mortgage of $200-something thousand. I used to have a program in my calculator to tell me all that P&I. I'm sure there's a web page. I just don't care. Yeah. Hey, I used to pay you a mortgage, and you got sold, and then sold, and then sold again. But I realize that now I overpaid you for 15 years. Could I get a refund? Hello? Wesley says, Bird of Prey, did you read my comment about singing Sexy Pistols? Or did I miss it? I missed a lot. I said that wasn't going to happen today, Wes. Kronos says, even Bird wasn't fond talking about Sis O'Prey. Well, just, you know. DJ's reeing again. John Araki is hashtagging $300 haircut. Carlos is Wesley Crusher. Bird read it but moved on quickly. He's avoiding it for a few days. Yosen Bird of Prey. Dado is actually David. He likes the TWD. Does not care about Trek at all. Okay. Well, I'm glad you came, Dado. Or David. John Araki. Hashtag you stole my dreams. Epic says, yep. Chrono says, I love hearing Mama pray in the background. Chrono says, Sassy reading about Sister Pray. Now DJ's reading. Everybody's reading about Sister Pray. Should I call her? Would that make you happy, DJ? No, it'd probably make you read more. Wesley says, okay, I will buy you another day. Wes, tomorrow maybe. And it's not up to a date. Remind me if you're on the stream tomorrow, if I'm doing a Jar of Life again tomorrow, or a BedLife tomorrow. Otherwise, Monday. Remind me Monday, if not tomorrow, and I will do it. Just not today. But don't worry, Wesley. You don't have to send money. We're good. We'll do it. Sassy's not happy. I said it yesterday. Fine. Okay. God save the Queen, Sex Pistols. You see, I'm afraid I'm not going to give you the best. Not FOD save. God save the Queen, Sex Pistols, karaoke. Okay, God save the Queen. God save the Queen, the fascist regime. They made you a moron. Potential H-bomb. God save the Queen. She ain't no human being. There is no future in England's dreaming. Don't be told about what you want, and don't be told what you need. There's no future for you. Only Michael Burnham. God save the Queen. We mean it, man. We mean woman. We love our Queen. God save the Queen. 'Cause tourists are money, and our figurehead is not what she seems. Oh, God save history. God save your mad parade. Oh, Lord God, have mercy. All crimes are paid. Oh, when there's no future, how can there be sin? Where the flowers in the dustbin? Where the poison in your human machine? Where the future, your future? God save the Queen. We mean it, whoa man. We love our Queen. God saves. Wow. God save the Queen. We mean it, man. And there's no future in England's dreaming. No future for you. I'm the future Nazi. No future for you. No future for you. No future for me. Oh my God. No future for you. No future for you. No future for you. Dear God. Why would anybody ask me to sing that. Anarchy in the UK. Where's the mute button, says Tyrion. Carlos says, Britain thanks you, bird. Wow. DJ says, oh wait, yeah, yes, bird of prey. I want you to call Ciso Prey so I can hear that angelic voice. Wesley says, okay. Okay, I read that one. Let's see. I will tell her. I will tell her. It's ringing. Hey, how you doing? You got a minute? Can I put you on speakerphone? Can I put you on speakerphone on YouTube? Okay. You're on speakerphone. People want to hear your angelic voice.
What?
They want to hear your angelic voice.
Okay.
Talk to the people.
Here it is. What'd you say? Talk Beagle?
No, I said talk to the people.
Talk to the Beagle? Hi, Sassy. Hi, baby.
Sassy's,
Who's my good girl?
Sassy's looking at the
Oh,
phone.
my good girl. I love you. She gonna bark for me? Make her howl. Oh.
Thank you, Alexander, for the $2 Canadian super chat. God Save the Queen of Sex Pistols is amazing. Yeah, luckily you missed me singing God Save the Queen by Sex Pistols. It was a disaster. So, do you have any stories about me growing up?
Just anything?
Anything.
You've already talked about how you used to introduce yourself as Growy.
Yes, you've mentioned that.
Let's think back. I was talking to you the other day about what I remember at Big Apple.
Right.
You were in preschool, and this is embarrassing for me. You're the hero of the story.
Alright, I don't mind being the hero, but that's probably not what they want.
You're welcome. I was very, very young to be in preschool because my birthday's in December, so it just works out that when you line it up with the class schedule, whatever. So I don't know how old I was, but let's say I was 3. Was Mommy there to fact check that?
Yes, you were 3.
I was 3, okay. So I was still mastering the potty training. And sometimes I would get upset because I didn't want to be there. And I would cry and say I wanted to go home. And they would never let me go home. And sometimes, I'd pee in my pants. They would have to change me. And that would usually get me even more upset. And so I was just kind of inconsolable, saying I want to go home. And, they're trying to put new clothes on me. And they would put the new clothes on me. And then they didn't know what to do. So they would go and get Joey out of his other classroom. So he was in the same preschool, but in a different class. I assume he had very serious work to do in there.
Right, I was in kindergarten. We had real schoolwork.
It was kindergarten, right? You're actually in school.
Yes.
So they would take him out to, calm me down. And he somehow did calm me down, but I remember, yelling at them. I'd be like, I want my mother. And they'll be like, well, go get your brother. And I was like, no.
Close enough. One letter off. 2 letters off.
That's, not gonna help me. And then you would come in and be like, what's wrong? What do you need? And I'd be like, I'm sure I couldn't form the words, but I remember thinking and feeling like I didn't tell them to go get you, And I don't know what you tell me. It'll be fine. We're going to go home soon anyway. And then I would, go back to preschool.
They said, tell us when you slap Bird. You've never slapped me. Did you?
let's think about this. I mean, sometimes we would just, we kind of slap each other. Slap fight.
The time I got hit in the face with a snowball because I couldn't throw the snowball straight.
Because you hit me in the face with a snowball?
Yes.
I remember that you didn't clip your nails. You didn't like to clip your nails, or nobody clipped your nails for you as a little kid. So we would have, like, our play fights, and you fucking scratch me with your claws. Not on purpose. Like, it would just, it was collateral damage.
Oh, she's calling out Mom O'Prey for not cutting my nails as a kid.
I don't know. What age did you start cutting your own nails?
I have no idea.
I always bit my nails, so they fit nice and manicured.
I didn't bite my nails because I didn't like eating the taste of nails.
You hurt people. Maybe you should have.
I would bite people who wronged me, but that's different.
Mm. I heard about that. That's right, on the swing.
Yeah.
I wish I had more of that in me. I think I do these days, but as a kid, I did not.
I do clip my own nails now. It's
Now
one
you
of
do?
the few things I can do.
Wait, you said clip? You clip your nails?
I clip my nails now. Somebody, DJ, said he still doesn't clip his own nails. I said, yes, I do.
Who clips his nails? I don't want to know.
I think they thought Mom O'Prey maybe clips my nails.
Oh,
I mean, when I was in the hospital, people had to clip my nails.
I don't know if we did that.
Somebody did.
Does Diana remember the nurse's name that used to play football and
What?
the one that shaved your beard?
Mommy wants to know if you remember the name of the nurse who shaved my beard. She used to play football.
No, I don't.
No.
Was she the one who looked like Queen Latifah? I don't remember her name.
Yes.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
the one that looked like
I
Queen
just
Latifah.
remember that she looked like Queen Latifah. Honestly, in my head, that's how I thought of her. That's the name I gave her.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name. She was nice enough. Yeah, your beard was red, but to change the subject away from you being in the hospital, back to what we were talking about. I remember when we first got Princess, and we were both really excited, but we were also scared, and we wound up, there was that couch in the living room. So not the den, in the living room where we rarely hung out. That beige couch.
Right.
And we both, jumped up onto it, and we were standing, not where the couch cushions are, but, on the head. You know what I'm talking about? Where a cat would go? The very top of the couch.
Right.
We were standing up there, kind of against the wall, laughing and looking at her, but we were, trying to get out of the way, because she was, jumping all over the place.
I remember when she was a puppy, and Princess was our very first beagle. When she was a puppy, she had to use her head to come up the steps.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember her trying to figure out how to get up and down those 3 little stairs.
Yeah.
Her ears would go in the water. She would drink water to get it. Her ears would get wet. They were longer than her face. And, yeah. She was a cute puppy. I remember how she used to run when she got excited. You remember her path? Kind of
Oh, yeah.
does
So,
now.
all beagles,
She
I
had-
couldn't do that. But
Yeah.
she had a particularly big path, running up and down steps, around a coffee table.
Yep. Around and under the coffee table, both. Up and down. Sometimes she went through the kitchen too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I know
she'd
she was
change
into the
it
den.
up once in a while.
Back with the sink. Yeah. Yeah. And poor Morris used to swat at her in the chair.
You guys remember how we got ours?
Morris
Yeah,
just
she
showed
walked
up at the
to
house.
2 days after we got Princess, after the cat died, the fruit cat, Blackie.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, as children, I remember thinking about throwing her out the window because we really believed that cats always landed on their feet and she would be fine. I don't think we did it, thank God, but I remember talking about it as if we should do it one day, because we genuinely did not know it would cause the cat any harm or be a problem. We were that young. Which reminds me to watch Children and Pets at all times.
Yes.
Moral development, reality, it takes time. Those things just aren't there. Joe, did you have any relationship with my hamsters? I feel like you never, ever looked at them.
Hold
Had
on.
your fish in the basement by them.
Hold on one second. Speaking of animals, guys, you guys know Mary Ashmead was supposed to be on Anti-Trekker stream last night. This is a link for her GoFundMe. She is fostering kittens, and she got a litter of 7 kittens. And it's proving more than she bargained for, so she set up a GoFundMe. Now, Mary Ashmead is a good friend of the Anti-Trekker channel. She's a moderator on Doomcock's channel, and she's around the channels we tend to hang out. She's a very, very nice person. So please check out that. I don't often put up GoFundMes, but I heard her talking about her story, and I have a soft spot in my heart for people who take care of animals. So there you go. Is her GoFundMe. Please take a look. If you can put money to it, great. If you can't put money to it, completely understandable. But please do share it around. Sharing really helps. You never know who might be feeling generous and have an extra $5 or $10 on them, or even $1. One day, and it all adds up. So I just want to put that in. As for your hamsters, I rarely went in your room. I remember, because you see, his sister O'Prey, she started off with half a hamster, and by half a hamster I mean she was sharing a hamster with her best friend who lived across the street. So they would move the hamster back and forth like every day or every other day or something.
Every week. We did
Every
weekly.
week. Okay. But then Sister O'Prey got the hamster full time. And then
Never got our own hamster.
Then Sister O'Prey bought a second hamster. Deborah, yes, the friend got her own hamster. But then didn't Diana buy a different hamster?
Yeah, gave me full time because
right.
Deborah's got...
Now she went to the Petland Discounts, which was the local pet store, and they were absolutely guaranteed that this other hamster was also a girly hamster. So she was supposed to have 2 female hamsters. Next thing you know, she has 10 hamsters, 10 babies.
No, boys. They were both supposed to be boys.
Oh, they're both supposed to be boys.
Hammy and Hammy. Yeah.
Right, Hammy. Okay, right. So they're both supposed to be boys, and next thing you know, one of the boys gets pregnant and has a bunch of baby hamsters.
Them because I thought they were fighting. Looked like they were wrestling all the time.
Why are they fighting?
So so I had to separate them. They were in 2 separate cages. And
then, yeah.
And then Hammy had babies.
And she had a lot of babies. 9 babies.
Let's date this. There had been an infomercial for these little hair things that were supposed to make your hair crimpy and wavy. And they look like little U-shapes. They were just long U's. All, I don't know, the size of... half the size of a pen, in length. And the shape of a paperclip, kinda. And you, weaved your hair through it. And I decided I wanted to do it. So I had done my whole head of hair. So I don't know, it must have taken 30 of these things. Right? So it's almost like putting in curlers, but actually a little more complicated. Then you clip the ends. So I remember my hair was in that as I'm walking, they're clacking. And I walked into my room. And I looked at Hammy. And there were a bunch of babies. They were baby hamsters. I ran out, and I remember just going only halfway down the steps, or down 2 steps, and just screaming, "Mom! Hammy had baby!" Oh, yeah.
That's a surprise.
Where were you? I was yelling. I don't know. You might have even been in the basement. I don't even know how you heard me. You were somewhere.
I was probably doing laundry.
Where? What did she say?
She's probably doing laundry in the basement, she says.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think, because I remember screaming loud, like, to get her attention.
John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki.
I remember going dying. I'm waiting plastic.
Yeah, I mean, after that, you had like 5 or 6 plastic, fish tanks full of hamsters.
So, Jamie remained in his own, because he was a boy. Hammy, we know, was now a girl. And the very first thing I did was go to the pet store or get a book or something and learn how to tell the difference between a male and a female hamster right away. And it turns out that, I don't know, at a certain age, things develop and you can tell pretty easily. So when that age came, that is when we started separating the hamsters. There were 3 girls and Hammy in one cage, so 4 girls. And then another 4 girls in the other cage, or fish tank, basically. That was 8 girls altogether, 7 of which had been the babies. And then there were 2 boy babies, and I thought the boys were more aggressive, so the boys wound up in their own cages.
On either
Father
side of the
had a
television.
cage, and 2 boys had their cages. And one of them I named Mighty, like Mighty Mouse, because no matter what, he would get out of that cage. And I had stacked several volumes of encyclopedia on top of the cage. And he pushed them. He pushed it open. They all fell on the floor, and he got out.
Nature finds a way.
Yeah, very hard to keep him in. Eventually, I guess it just took more books, and he stayed in, but, yep, so, 11 hamsters, 9 babies. 9 babies, mom and dad.
Yeah.
It turned out that the females fought and killed each other. I didn't realize they were going to do that, but they did eventually. So. Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you for your appearance. You have fans. So.
I didn't hear you.
Said you have fans, so I had to give the people what they wanted.
Great to talk to everybody. All right. Bye, sassy dog. Did she look up?
She's in the kitchen. Mom's making dinner.
She's focused then. I will not disturb her. All right. I'll talk to everybody later.
Good night. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, they do kill each other, Carlo. Drop the phone. That was I don't think they lived very long, I'll be honest. If the whole thing was a year, I'd be surprised. I remember she had 2, I think it was the 2 boy, each in a separate cage on either side of her 13-inch CRT television. And I think they both died of cancer, of an obvious tumor within months of being put on, maybe even weeks of being put next to the television. So I always suspected that television was putting out some heavy doses of electromagnetic radiation or something that caused them both to get some type of cancer, and they died pretty quick. Then the females, they killed each other. She had some horrific not pictures, but horrific scenes. Some mornings she found half-eaten hamsters in with the mother, and Yeah, it's a reality check. It's a reality check on life. They're not all fluffy little creatures are not particularly friendly. So, did you ask the hamsters what their preferred pronouns were? Says Johnny Rocky. No, we didn't. Uncle Remus says thank you, sis. Oh, pray. I will let her know. I think we're going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much. I hope my singing wasn't too bad. I'm very sorry about how God Save the Queen came out. I didn't think I did a terrible job on Devil Went Down to Georgia or We Didn't Start the Fire. I mean, I didn't do a good job, but I don't think it was a terrible job. God Save the Queen, that was a terrible job. I know. There's no way around that. And the Sweet Transvestite, I'm just going to block from my memory, so we don't ever have to bring that up again. Tyrion Beards is Bird of Prey. My name is not Tyrion, as in Lannister. There is no Game of Thrones here. It's just Tyron. I'm sorry. Tyron. I apologize, Tyron. Gary used to get me wrong, too, so you're in good company. Yeah. We just want to see something. I apologize. Tyron, or Tyron. Tyron. Thank you, Tyron. I will do my best to remember. Be honest. It might take a couple of reminders. I'll get it eventually. Uncle Remus, I need a safe, quiet space. Maybe I'll empty out my fridge or go inside. I don't know if that's the best idea, Uncle Remus, but whatever. If you go inside your fridge, make sure you tell somebody. Johnny Rocky says, did Bird comment on a woman's appearance sexist? Oh, I commented on lots of women's appearances. I don't mind. I don't mind commenting on women's appearances. Tyron says, all G, brother. Thank you, Tyron. Okay, guys, so take care. Qapla. Last I heard, Anti-Trigger is planning on streaming this evening. So I don't know what time, probably a couple hours from now if he comes on his usual time. So try to check it out if you're around. I don't know if he'll be on Midnight's Edge beforehand. If he is, that usually starts about an hour and a half from now. So check that out too. But we'll see. And Qapla all. Take care. Yeah, Sassy. Sassy says good night. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdOPrey5.com, the new home of everything Bird O' Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdOPrey5 or on BirdOPrey5.com. Take care.